for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. And he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now Sacramento starting five. Outside on the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And for the Warriors, the forward spots will be Butler and Green. Moses Moody is out there with Curry. And it's Post in at the 5. Tip-off goes to Sacramento. And Stan, talking about this matchup for a second, when it comes to moving the ball, these two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups, very selfless. Got to give a lot of credit to these coaching staffs for getting their guys to buy in on a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry. And by the way, it wins a lot of games, too.
Now here's Levine. Pocket 6. Pass to Achiuwa. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Butler dishes to Curry. Back to Butler. Green with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Achiuwa. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Sacramento. Levine feeling it out a bit. Outside Westbrook. For 3. The Warriors pull it in. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. To the inside. Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, here's Curry, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Yep, it counts. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Moody the pass to Curry. Here's Post. Butler deciding where to go with it. Shoots over DeRozan. Butler, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Here's Green. Sacramento making their last shot. Nice D from DeRozan.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Down low. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, DeRozan is an intelligent playmaker, opening up the floor for his team with the pick and roll.
Pass to Moody. Curry against Westbrook. Left side Curry. From deep. It's hauled in by Achiuwa. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Sacramento. Now, here's Achiuwa. DeRozan on the wing. Nothing on the board. Out the basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Westbrook against Curry. The kick outside to Butler. And they get it. And he sinks the layup.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
The Kings leading. Now here's Westbrook. 11-point game his last outing. LaVine, good.
You can't forget about LaVine from deep.
Westbrook against Curry. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 7.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Over to the wing. Kings moving the ball around. Pass to Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Here's Post. Butler up top. DeRozan defending. They now take the lead.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Westbrook. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Inside to the right side. Outside, LaVine. Over Moody. LaVine's shot is off. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. And the layup is good. He's got 9.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Comes in for Quentin Post. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Moses Moody. And the Kings also making a change. Monk's checked in. Pass to LaVine. Butler with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Butler's got 6. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
First free throw is good. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Stand hard to figure, right? Here's a guy pushing 40 years of age. Al Horford looks as good as ever.
Oh, he sure does, Kevin. He reminds me of me and you. Guys that just seem to be a lot younger than they really are. And Al's still getting it done every single night in this league. It's a testament to his discipline and his professionalism. He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
That one good for two.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Kings trail by 6. Pass to Clifford. DeRozan against Green. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 7.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
The Warriors making a switch here. Richards is checked in. Here's Schroeder. 11 points last game. To the middle. Here's Eubanks.
And we know Schroeder can score the ball, but they're showcasing his passing ability.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here he goes. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Monk, the pass to Schroeder. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Schroeder following the miss by Draymond Green. Here's Monk. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And this game is tied up now.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't give good scorers like Monk positioning inside.
Pass to Hield. Horford with the screen on Monk. Hield's gonna hit. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Schroeder passes to Eubanks. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Monk against Hield. Here's Horford. Takes it off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And folks, this is Horford in his zone. Wasn't going to let that opportunity slip away.
Monk kicks it over to Schroeder. Saric outside. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Hield. Monk defending. Back to Hield. Over Eubanks. That's good from Horford on the assist by Hield. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
At this point of his career, Horford is primarily a floor spacer, but Big Al can still get it done inside.
Schroeder with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. No good on the three. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
On the court for the Kings.
Yeah. Look, they've been talking that nonsense too long. This ain't their coach. This is the H. This is Pine Savage. They got their Hollywood hills, their fake smiles and shine. We got the asphalt truth, knowing what's really divine. No palm trees here, just the concrete cracking. West Coast talk cheap, where the real money stacking. This the 3288 bounce, ain't no faking the flow. We inventing the wave, watching these soft boys go. Say fuck the West Coast, yeah, we screaming it loud. Pine Savage, stand up, we cutting through the crowd. You talking Cali dreams, we living on Orange Blossom Trail, where the sun burn your skin and the real stories tell. They got their easy breezes, they ocean and they sand. We got humidity, hustling dirty dollars in hand. Heard them claiming bout Crip walk, bitch please. We were dodging blue lights, brought the trap to his knees. From the mud to the mansion, that's a southern bred climb. Ain't no studio gangster living on borrowed time. They try to bite the cadence, try to steal the damn drip, but this a different spirit.
comes in for Heald. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Sacramento. And here's Schroeder. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 6. Wants to get it to Eubanks, and does.
Well, look, Levine is such a gifted scorer that it opens up so much for him out of pick and roll action.
The two-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine, can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from 3.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great play.
Here's DeRozan. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Warriors leading by 11. Green kicks to Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Green inside. Monk defending. Green, no luck. Now Schroeder. Now here's DeRozan. Inside. Here's Eubanks. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside, Green. Outside, Kuminga. Down low. Here's Butler. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
Now, here's DeRozan. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. It doesn't go for him. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Podziemski. He has yet to score. It's stolen by Monk. Levine for 3. DeRozan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, right there, DeRozan saw an opportunity and took advantage.
Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Butler. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Checked in for the Warriors. And the Kings making a change here. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Warriors, 4th.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And so here's Sacramento. trailing by 10. Sacramento moving it around. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Here's Butler. Butler with the bucket down low.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
Achua kicks to Westbrook. There's the pick. Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Here's DeRozan. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Westbrook passes to Levine. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. Offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the 2nd game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in.
And it's Butler missing. The Kings trail by 10. Outside DeRozan. To the paint. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Warriors have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
Here's Westbrook. Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 10. Outside, Green. Curry passes to Butler. In the corner, Moody with it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Curry. He's getting around 28 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Kuminga's come in for Jimmy Butler, and Hield subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. And a change for the Kings. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Quinton Post is checked in for Kuminga. Here's Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside DeRozan. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. And Westbrook gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Healed outside. Pass to post. Outside Curry. Takes a three. Monk grabs the board. The Kings trail by 8. DeRozan passes to Westbrook. 1:10 left to play here in the half. The rebound by Post. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee. It's stolen by Monk. Shoots over Curry, and that one's drained from the low block.
Well, Monk won't waste those opportunities. Electric in the open court.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. The three. Rebound by the Kings. Monk's got 4 rebounds in this game. DeRozan finds Achua. Back to DeRozan. In the corner, it's Monk. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead. Golden State's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
Yeah, and it can be deflating when you leave all those points at the line. But it generally is a make or miss lead.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Warriors lead by 3. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Steve Kerr. Coach, a good start for you guys, but not quite as effective in the second quarter. Cause for concern?
No, I thought we played well. We came out and played tough defense and got out and ran, moved the ball. We didn't knock down a ton of shots, but I like the quarter overall.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. The first half is in the books, and guys, how about Jimmy Butler? Man alive.
Man, I just love his attitude. That's always up there and always just great. He's mixing it up down there, really taking it to the defense.
He's got a few moves he can go in there. Hard to slow him down once he's cooking.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. 5-Tool Mule wants to know, what's the best gift you've ever received?
I know what Kenny's is. Remember the Shaq in the box?
Shaq, it said the best gift, not the worst. I can't even believe they even showed that on TV.
Oh, come on, Kenny. That was the most thoughtful gift you ever got.
I, for one, thought it was very nice, Shaq.
Thank you, Ernie.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Up front, it'll be Green in post. Stephen Curry's out there with Moody, and it's Butler in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Levine can't hit. Warriors leading by 3. On the wing, Green, covered by Achua. Here's Butler. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Pass to DeRozan. 5 to shoot over Green. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Draymond Green.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Butler against DeRozan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. DeRozan's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Kings. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Westbrook. Curry passes to Moody. That's a 2 from Butler. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Pass to Westbrook. Back to DeRozan. To the inside for the lead, and it's good on the way in. Achua's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside for Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 6 assists in the game.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Post. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Curry on the wing. DeRozan defending. Curry against DeRozan. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to DeRozan. Westbrook against Curry. 4 on the clock. Over Westbrook. Curry can't get it to go.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Count that one. Levine's got 5 now.
Well, taking it into his own hands right there. Levine doing a great job getting to the rim.
And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Golden State. The Kings trail by 5. Monk outside. Guarded by Horford. Pass to Westbrook. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 7.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
The kick outside to Butler. Fires from way outside. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
On the wing, DeRozan. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Curry against Westbrook. They kick it out to Green, and the turnover again by Golden State. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. Take a look at the Warriors. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And, of course, Sacramento just way behind.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, their place in the standings would be a disappointment for just about any team, but especially one with such high expectation.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Dennis Schroeder. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of the team.
Hields checked in for the Warriors. And a change for Sacramento. Eubanks, he's checked in for Levine. Curry dishes to Hield. They need this one. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Monk's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right wing. Her passes to Eubanks. Pass to Monk. Shoots over Podziemski. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
Well, for those pure scoring guards like Monk, the mid-range is a big shot to have in your bag. It opens up other parts of the floor.
Hield outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Green against DeRozan. To the inside. Eubanks. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now the Kings with it. They've got a 10-0 run going. Pass to DeRozan. Now here's Schroeder. He's defended by Podziemski. DeRozan against Green. DeRozan scanning the floor. A three-pointer off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Hield can't hit. Kings have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor.
Here's DeRozan, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shoots from the right block. Monk grabs the board. Monk's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Schroeder for the lead. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Kings lead by 2.
Well, for a guard like Schroeder, you want to take advantage of those looks inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Horford finds Hield. Outside Curry. Back to Hield. They need this. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Clifford, good. And it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And we've reached the end of the third. Kings ahead. They're up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, we've got Dennis Schroeder. He's out there with Malik Monk. Drew Eubanks out there with Levine. It's Clifford at the 4 spot.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
Mr. Beast tip $200. Why don't nobody tip
coming
me?
up, and they call the shooting foul. In a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Sunday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
Take a break.
And you know for that matchup with New York.
They'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
No good on that. As Jackson Davis is checked in for Al Horford. No luck that time either.
Mr. Beast tip $25. If 3 other people tip you $1, I will give you $500.
Hield outside. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And they double
Charin
up.
tip $10.
Kuminga finds Podziemski to take the lead. Eubanks grabs the miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want enforcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Hield. Hield's got his 3rd assist on the night. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Monk outside. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Clifford, defended by Kuminga. Her kicks to Levine. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Butler. On this that time, would have put him up. Sacramento's gotten off to an
Mr. Beast tip, $25. You have 5 minutes to get 2 more tips.
Right side. Schroeder outside. To end the cold streak, sinks the three-pointer. And the Kings lead by 3.
Well, so often the catalyst, Schroeder, the recipient of a good pass that time, rewarding his teammates' trust.
Here's Eubanks, defended by Kuminga. Back to Eubanks, and that one is stuffed right through.
Mostly a scorer early in his career, Monk does a great job now of keeping others in luck.
Pass to Butler. Over Levine. That one wide left. Kings leading now by 5. Now here's Schroeder. Monk outside. Back to Schroeder. Kuminga. Nice defense from Kuminga.
Leah super chatted $2. I don't believe it.
On field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Up top, Monk. Covered by Heel. Levine kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Levine. Pulls up on the wing. The Warriors pull it in.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Pass to Butler. Over Levine. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Butler.
Well, if you're going to give Butler a look from the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it.
Schroeder dishes to Monk. Here's Eubanks. Jackson Davis defending.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Gay Butter 69 tip, $1. Mr. Beast tip, $500. Do not fear a man that spams 1,000 memes. Instead, fear a man that spams a meme 1,000 times.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thank you once again, Allie. Three-pointer Heel. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The offensive rebound. DeRozan for 3. Eyes it again, and the layup is good.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
Healed against Monk. Up top, Heel. Outside, Green. Hield sets the pick for Green. Misses from short range. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Westbrook finds DeRozan. And here's Levine. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Curry. To the paint. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Hield the pass to Kuminga. He can't get that one. Kings leading now by 5. It's stolen by Kuminga. Hield attacking. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Hield. Hield's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have. In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Kuminga finds Hield. Golden State moving it around. Here's DeRozan. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Kings lead by 2.
And this is DeRozan's go-to. He remains such an outstanding threat from the mid-range.
Monk outside. Offline with his 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
The Kings shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense.
Well, DeMar DeRozan's always had that vertical. If he can finish at the rim, he will.
Curry passes to Green. Now Kuminga. DeRozan defending. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound in this one. Monk outside. Pass to Levine. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Well, one thing with Levine, you love the way he can attack at all 3 levels on the floor.
And a look at how the offense
Mr. Beast tip, $67. Next 10 people who subscribe to you will be invited on my next challenge video.
And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
The first one falls.
Look, he's an ideal modern wing. Levine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great 3-point shot. He's been productive for years.
Quentin Post is checked in for Golden State. Moses Moody comes in for Hield. And the Kings also making a change. Achua is checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
2 points! That one goes!
Come on. There was very little resistance inside there from the defense. They have to be better.
And Doug Christie is called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Mr. Beast tip, $500. Good night.
And here's DeRozan. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Oh, what a play inside.
And the experience helping Green on these possessions, welcoming the chance to sink a big shot.
It's deflected. Now Westbrook. Now Curry. To tie it up. Here's Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't tie it up as that one goes astray. The Kings leading. DeRozan. Now Westbrook. That was a two-hander.
A playmaker in every sense of the word. Westbrook is pretty much a walking triple-double.
Curry against Westbrook, and there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That is his first foul of the game. Westbrook against Curry. Top finish by Stephen Curry.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
That shot no good. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. Green with a screen on Westbrook. Now Green. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
DeRozan against Butler. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen. Up top, Moody. Guarded by Levine. To take the lead, Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Butler against DeRozan. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From 7. Butler with the rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
At the line for 2, Jimmy Butler.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind.